Okay, we're here for part two of our data downloading video series. Um, two of I don't know how many I'm going to break this into, making it up as I go. We'll figure it out. But in the first one, we went to the USGS website, got that historical topographic map, the Topanga Canyon one from 1928. We downloaded this zip file for highways throughout California. So we accessed data from this national resource. And of course, the nice thing about that is that they're going to have data for all over the country, right? Maybe you're not working in California for every single project. You need to expand a little bit to other parts of the nation. The USGS is a good resource there. But we can also get a little more local, right? We have the state of California that does a lot of GIS work. And so now I want to look at state of California's page, their options. And this will involve a lot of me complaining because kids, let me tell you, it used to be nice. It used to be great. I can't stand it. But let's just do this. California GIS data. Again, a case of Googling something rather than going to a direct website because this stuff can change and often does. So, just a warning there. But this first result that I got, the California State Geoportal, is exactly what I want. So, I'm going to click on that. And this is one of these things. Rah, grumble, grumble, grumble. Just this, the fact that it's a portal. It's not just a website. Unlocking the power of government data. Blah. It just got cheesy. No offense, to anybody who put it together, even though I was clearly being offensive. But it just drives me crazy. We don't need it this sexy and exciting. We just give me the data. So if I scroll down here, you come down, explore data categories. What I can do is just click on some of these free. I'm sorry, these icons just drive me crazy. It's like for toddlers. But I can scroll down here. All right, I'm gonna focus. And just it's got options. So the idea of exploring, I'm not doing a targeted search, but I can just click on one of these things and find data for that topic, right? And I highly recommend you do this. I get it. It's very easy to find, like that little magnifying glass up in the right, and type in your stuff into that search bar. And there's nothing wrong with doing that. But especially when you're just starting out in any kind of field, in any kind of discipline or area of study or whatever, I think it's really useful to just kind of browse, to just kind of click on something and see where it takes you and go that route, at least initially. And then if it's a nightmare, if it's not working out, or if you need to really kind of refine your search, then go into that targeted advanced search and have actual keywords in there or actual titles or whatever. But I think it's very healthy to just kind of click and browse and see what's there. Right. So that's what we're going to do here. So this transportation one, I also, why would we make it alphabetical? Let's click on transportation because remember, in the first video, what we're looking at is interesting. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted here. What we're looking for are road files and things for the general Santa Monica kind of West LA coastal area, right? So we can scroll through here. We've got a lot of habitat stuff because transportation. I did click on the right thing, right? Does it say transportation up here? Maybe. All right. Well, let's just click a little more. See, this might not work, and this is why I get frustrated. It used to be you'd click on like transportation, and a thing would drop down, and it'd just be very clear the different GIS data. But let's just see more habitat and some habitat. Let's go back. Did I screw that up? I clicked transportation, right? Yeah, mother of pearl. Why? Why? All right, so let's do that. This doesn't work. Let's go back here. Got I'm thinking. What if I click boundaries? We got son of a gun. It's the exact same thing. Are they gaslighting us with this? That is ridiculous. All right, so it's the exact same thing. So this explore data categories is just a way of saying, hey, here's all this stuff. That is not helpful at all. What if I do that one? It's the exact same thing. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We shall overcome. What if I go back here and I just click GIS data? Where does that take me? Ho, ho, there's some stuff here. References. Let's go to the clearinghouse. California, you're so difficult. Okay, there's biogeographic. Caltrans GIS data. This could work. Let's click on that. All right, we're going to go this route. Because Portal, you failed me. We're just going to kind of bail. All right, so we have highway data sets, boundary, aviation. So let's go highway. What you got for me, Caltrans? See, now was this so difficult? So this one, here, let's click on this first one, the National Highway System. And what you'll see with a lot of these is you click into the websites are the infrastructure, the kind of underlying look of the thing, pretty similar across a lot of these different things. And it has to do with just not a lot of options to easily serve up GIS data these days. So you'll just kind of get kind of used to some of this stuff. But with this, got a few things. So it's got the name of the data up top here, the National Highway System. This private member organization sounds like it's kind of mysterious, but it's just Caltrans. But it gets into some of the basics of what it is. You can view full details and really read about all this, moving forward into the 21st century and blah, 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 blah. But this is useful. We'll talk about metadata in depth when we get into the actually bring it into ArcGIS. But metadata, that term refers to data about data, right? Not thrilling to think about in any way, but very useful, very relevant quite often. You want to know, like, how current are these data that I'm looking at, right? This published date, so info updated, to say August 22nd, 2023. So as needed, yeah, okay. But published, well, how was it updated if it was published? I don't know. It might be remotely served. I don't know. But the idea being, regardless of the date here, it's 2023. Relatively recent and up to date, but not absolutely current, right? Maybe that's important for what you're doing. Maybe it's not. A lot of these roads are still the same roads that have been there, but any work, any changes, any construction that's taken place, new developments and stuff like that between now and this 2023 date, maybe it's missing something. Again, just something to think about. But it's good to get into the habit of scrolling down, reading through the stuff, reviewing the metadata. And like I said, we'll get into it in a little more detail later on. I can go back here, get some more information, more or less the same stuff. It's showing me what it is. In fact, if I hover over it, it's showing me actual things, the actual line segments within this data set. But we don't want to play with this here. We're going to play with it in ArcGIS. So I'm just going to left click on download. Oh, I got some options, right? I thought download would be enough, but no, they want to give me options. The first one, CSV. Don't bother. That's comma separated values. It refers to a table format. You will use CSV tables throughout your GIS work, but this isn't a time where we want to do that. So we don't want that. Shapefile, that's always good. You see shapefile, we like that. This JSON or JSON, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. It's more of an ArcGIS online thing. Don't worry about it. We're not going to use that. KML is Google Earth, which is totally cool to use, but we're not doing Google Earth right now. So what I want to do is select shapefile. So I'm going to left click, hit download, see what happens. And it just kind of spins and spins and spins. Yep. It's gotta work. It's gonna work. Don't panic. Don't worry. It'll work. Oh wait, it's pending now. Did it say pending? Oh, it's okay. No, see, it's working. It's working. Not the fastest operation, but we'll live. But you can see it's free. We have access to this stuff, but some things are a little easier to work with than others. I really have not been happy with what California has done ever since they got into this whole portal thing, just because it seems so difficult to go in and find stuff as we saw. But, it's there. We have these resources here. It's worth fighting with if you really need to fight with it. My God, how much processing do we have to do? Well, we'll hang tight. It's a good chance. I mean, you could pause the video and always take a break, but you could also, at this point, you could probably run to the bathroom. I don't know. Oh, except we're converting, so don't take too long in the bathroom. This is going to happen soon. And, and a professional, someone who's really, truly making content, look at that, 20%, would stop the video and do like the funny little like SpongeBob, meme thing, like 5 hours later, and put that in, and we'd all LOL, and then we'd come right back to when it downloaded. I ain't got time for that. I got stuff I got to do. So no, you're getting raw video, where I'm just gonna let this go. And because this is hey, incomplete. See, you were worried. It's working. Don't worry about it. But yeah, this is the real GIS experience, right? It's a lot of clicking and waiting with some of this stuff. All right, so it's given us this file. It's another zip file. So I'm going to hit save. It's going into my downloads folder, and I'm keeping everything in there just so it's all in this one spot. I know exactly where it is. So when I'm done downloading this stuff, then cool. I have to just go to one place and I can do all my work there, right? So pay attention to where these things are going on your computer, because there's nothing worse than downloading stuff, saving it to just whatever it said. You get up, you walk away, you get distracted, and then you realize, oh, I have no idea where this stuff is. And you can't remember what the file name is, so you can't actually track it down or whatever, right? So pay attention to where it's going. Keep everything in a nice, simple folder. Okay, so there's that. Look, I'm feeling great with this. Instead of stopping down, doing another separate video, let's just go to the city of Santa Monica. Let's try to, get the taste of the state of California's GeoPortal out of our mouth here. And so we'll just, again, with all this stuff, I'm going to type in In fact, I'm even going to do city of Santa Monica GIS data. Okay, santamonica.gov looks good. Oh, and then we got, but this one here. Well, let's click this first one. Let's see what we got. Maps and GIS. I bet, God, darn it, another portal. Let's click on the portal. Okay, browse by category. That's never, been a problem before. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's click on transportation. Let's see. Ho ho. It's actual transportation stuff. Take note, California. These little categories seem to work. Good old Santa Monica. So yeah, again, clicking on the category, just browsing to see what they have, because that's sometimes quite useful to just explore, see what's there. And I'm going to scroll down and see what I got. Oh, the big blue bus. Gotta love that. Speed limits, none of this stuff. No, I want some. Okay, National Highway System. Now, this is interesting. Because that Caltrans one is also the National Highway System. But this one, City of Santa Monica is taking credit for it. Is it the exact same thing? Maybe. Is it a little different? Maybe. That's where we're going to bring it into ArcGIS and take a look. Oh, and then look at this date updated back in 2021. Is that a problem? Maybe, maybe not, right? But let's click on this one. Look at that same kind of infrastructure right here. It's got just a handful of these roads. So let's download. See, and this is interesting. The data were updated in 2019, but the info in 2021. Who knows? Maybe, I mean, there hasn't been that much in these main streets running through here, but who knows? I'm gonna left click download. Okay, again, gonna ignore these other options. Just do shapefile. Let's see how long this. Look at that. Look at that. And so this one, I'm actually going to rename. I'm going to get rid of that one. So it's just called the National underscore Highway underscore System. But I'm going to do SM at the end so I remember that it's the Santa Monica one when I'm looking at this stuff. So I'll hit save, and I'll save that there. Now, out of curiosity, since there's not a lot going on there, I'm going to scroll down and see if they have some other stuff. Click more results. A lot of bikes. Oh, that just streets of significance. That has like some, I don't know, it's kind of Harry Pottery sounding. Let's click on that. Okay, so a few more, right? So we'll download that one. Why not? It's not costing anything. Seems to be working relatively quickly. We'll see. Again, I'm not cutting this. We're here for the raw experience. It'll be fine. It's going to process quickly and well. It's converting it. See, this is way better than Caltrans. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your time learning about data, sharing this moment with me. Oh, see, it's fine. All right, no more small talk. We're good. We're good. So I'm going to save this one. Name works. And then if I go back, there is another one down here. More results. Where was streets of significance? Wait, son of a gun. Did they change the... Oh, well, I saw it. I swear I saw it. Street center lines. Check the video. Son of a gun. Is it all the way at the top? We saw it, right? We had to have seen it. Streets of significance. There it is, Street Center. Did I just go past it and you're all thinking like, hey, Grandpa, figure it out? Sorry. All right, Street Center line. So meaning the line itself actually runs down the center of, 3rd Street or Wilshire or whatever one we're looking at here. Looks like that one's a little bigger, a little more in depth. Beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. And I'm going to save it in the same location. This is going to take a while, probably. And we don't need to wait for this because this was the last thing that I wanted to download before we start unzipping the stuff and bringing it into GIS, right? So I'm going to let this process and download and all that stuff. But just make sure you've grabbed these different street files. They're all saved in this proper place, proper location. And in the next video you see, which I'm going to record momentarily, and post around the same time and all that, so you'll see it. It's a case of we'll get into and actually look at this stuff. Well, what do you do once you've downloaded it? You dig? All right, folks, that's it for now. I will see you in the next video.